holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And we've been seeing MD putting a lot of effort into his offense. He's made it his mission to be the guy who carries the bulk of their scoring duties.
And he's been producing. Maybe he hasn't been spectacular, but he has been effective. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him take it up a notch or two over the next few games.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren is out there with Chang. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Maverick. No good on the quick 3. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. Well, this game is important.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Doncic. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Maverick. Thunder with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Luka Doncic.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And Chang kicks to Wallace. The 3. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, good for 3.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong, he's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Here's Holmgren. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 2. Gafford sends the pick for Doncic. Dallas no good that time either. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. They get a hand on it, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Wallace outside. 5 on the clock. That one, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Maverick. Gafford passes to Thompson. Locked loose. Holmgren with the steal. With the step back. Wallace kicks to Dort. Back to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And it's Luka with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Topa just checked in. Doncic left side. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Topic. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Corner shot. Doncic, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's Topic. He had 16 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston, and that one, good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have good.
To the inside. Here's Gafford. Good D by Holmgren.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Siakam passes to Doncic. Here's Maverick. Rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Black comes in for Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Back to Doncic. Over Topic. Dallas again missing. The Thunder leading by 5. Jang high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jang's got his second basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Maverick passes to Doncic. And they get it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Topic. Step back shot. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Black, defended by Dort. Black the pass to Maverick. Tipped away. Now Holmgren. The drive by Doncic. Good. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
He's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Topic. Guarded by Doncic. Pass to Holmgren. Over in the corner, Dort. Holmgren the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Topic no good. Mavericks trailed by 5. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Maverick. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Topic. And Doncic gets it to go. 14 points for him.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Chang. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Thunder leading by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Maverick, in the last matchup against New Orleans, lit up the floor. He had 34 points, and he was tremendous in the substitution. All right, MP, get back.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Thompson with the 3.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Zhang is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Topic. And it's Wallace in at the 2 spot. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Shots good by Siakam.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Caruso. That one a little long. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace finds Jang. Here's Topic. 11 points in the game. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Jang the pass to Caruso. Shoots the 3. And Maverick pulls it down.
In this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Siakam. Marshall sets a screen for Siakam. Bangs home the trifecta. Siakam's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Topic. And here is Holmgren. Covered by Siakam. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Chang. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. 6 points for him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Marshall passes him in. Thompson outside. Easter Maverick. Back to Thompson. They set the pick. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Topic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 3. Siakam outside. Pass to Doncic. Marshall sets a screen for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Over
in the corner, Dort. Back Back to Jang. Caruso kicks to Wallace. Holmgren in the corner. Over Siakam. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Maverick can't hit. Oklahoma City's got into trouble with the throw ball in the second quarter, getting 1 out of 5 attempts. Back to Jang. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren with a screen on Siakam. Wallace misses. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Dort with a screen for Jang. Drains the three-pointer. Jang's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Thunder.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Wallace looking for an opening. Thompson against Caruso. Inside, it's tipped. Holmgren can't hit. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, one of the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself.
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Out to the right wing. Here's Caruso. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 6. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stunts for the Thunder?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Holmgren the pass to Wallace. Pass to Caruso. Oh, good with the triple. Dallas has gone even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Siakam, good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now, here's Caruso. Back to Wallace. Pass to Jang. Launches a 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Doncic passes to Thompson. To the wing right side. Back to Siakam. Here's Maverick from deep. That shot no good. From deep three-point land, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans... And that'll do it for half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Maverick on the pin with Doncic. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. Dort wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Dort's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Maverick. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Lock at 6. Siakam for 3. Good on the triple. Siakam's got 19 points.
How about Rui from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Wallace. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous Alexander. Mavericks trailed by 5. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shea Gilgeous Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Holmgren wide open. Oh, good on the triple. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Dort. Buries the long-range jumper. Dort's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Siakam against Jang. Siakam, that's good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Jang for the 3. And Gilgeous Alexander the bucket on the assist by Jang. Gilgeous Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 9-point game. Here's Maverick, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Wasted no time on that one. Gilgeous Alexander's got 10 points.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
He lobs up the alley pass, and Maverick throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Maverick.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Tries the spin move. It's Gilgeous Alexander with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
Here's Maverick. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Holmgren with a screen on Siakam. Jang, no luck. Mavericks trail by 6. Thompson in the corner. Maverick passes to Doncic. They set the pick for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to Jang. Here's Dort. And Jang kicks to Dort. Doncic against Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Maverick. Wallace covering. Here's Maverick with the drive. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
There's Maverick. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace left side. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The tray. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. Doncic against Holmgren. Maverick. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Maverick's got 9 points here in the second half.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Now, Chang, 15 points in the game. Holmgren up top. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Wallace has got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Dallas moving the ball around. Out to Doncic. Pass to Maverick. Off target with his 3. The Thunder leading by 7. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Back the pass to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Gafford. Here's Maverick. Back to Gafford. Another shot. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Dallas is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that. The Thunder shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Topic. Isaiah Jackson out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Diabate in at the 4 spot. Pass to Black. Now here's Thompson. Defended by Caruso. The shot by Thompson, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 12. And here is Caruso. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Steps back and fires. The offensive rebound. Good D by Thompson. Dallas shooting 43% for the game. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City. Pass to Powell. Here's Maverick. Gilgeous-Alexander covered. Maverick passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Pass to Topich. Jackson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it from 10. 2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And the Mavericks making a change here. That is checked in. Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder leading by 14. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
After Maverick. Over to the wing. Here's Black. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. An answer. Right back with the dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Marshall. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Caruso's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. Mavericks trail by 17. Here's Maverick. Pass to Black. A floater. That one goes. Count it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter. Got a piece of it. Thompson passes to Matt. Here's Black. Pass to Maverick. On the wing, Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Maverick can't hit.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Gafford. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 17. Now Wallace. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 assists.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic spell.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Maverick passes to Black. Now Gafford. Here's Maverick. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gafford finds Thompson. Back to Doncic. Fires from way outside. Oh, Doncic, long range.
Boy, what a high-arcing shot from Doncic. Seemed like that one was never going to get to the rim after it left his hands.
Pass to Chang. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Great teamwork created by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And Zhang kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points in the game.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The Thunder leading by 14. From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder. Here's Maverick, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Maverick. Offensive rebound to stop the run. And he's good on the three ball.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Maverick. That's his fifth foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Pass to Dort. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a very good look and converts. 33 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Mavericks trailed by 19. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. There's the lob to Dort.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Gafford passes to Maverick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Chang. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Thompson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. He definitely had the hot heat.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And there's... So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them.
MP, you gotta chill, my guys. Like you spamming the still button out there. Relax, homie. Let the game come to you. Doing good though. Salute.
D. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Oh, say does.
Season's greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
And now Dallas' starting group. Pascal Siakam out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Luka Doncic, then it's Thompson, and it's Maverick in at the shooting guard. And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Dallas.
And you can't give McCollum any airspace, or he will torch you off the dribble.
Maverick, the pass to Gafford, out to the right wing. Siakam with a screen on McCollum. The shot by Maverick, no good. Here's New Orleans now. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you suited up after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Ingram against Thompson, and that one's good. Ingram
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Maverick, coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. And the latest power rankings. We're still in December, but we are starting to see things take shape in the NBA. You look at Indiana, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Mavericks, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
There's McCollum with the three. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's McCollum. Here's Simmons. Out to McCollum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. Dallas, 4th.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
The Mavericks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Doncic deciding where to go with it. To the left wing. Here's Maverick, kicks it to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Maverick. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 1. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Ingram's got his second basket on the night.
Had to rush it, but Ingram, calm and cool, delivers.
And that one's good. Maverick.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Misi. Outside Ingram. Here's Simmons. Outside Ingram. From downtown. Siakam pulls down the board.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Doncic passes to Maverick. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Thompson against Ingram. Shoots over Thompson. Second chance shot. The shot by Misi, no good. Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Maverick. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work ethic.
Well, Brian, Brandon Ingram works hard. He loves the game. He wants to be great. He spends a lot of his free time studying the game instead of just hanging out and doing other things.
And it's Gafford missing. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside Ingram. Inside. Here's Misi. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Ryan, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Maverick, covered by Ingram. Doncic passes to Gafford. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Ingram, the pass to Alvarado. Back to Ingram. From the wing. And that one hits the back iron.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Maverick. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Dallas shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Jones, he's checked in for Ingram. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Jones sets a screen. McCollum taking his time here. Nails it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 8.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Substitution on the court.
Right wing. McCollum against Doncic. Pass to Maverick. And he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Shepard, he's checked in for the Pelicans. He hits the second from the line. And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 7-point differential. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Thunder had a nice performance. He dropped in 16 points and just played his part, notching a double-double. That's the danger of letting him get into a groove. We'll see if it carries over into tonight, Brian.
Yeah, Allie, he put forth a commanding performance and led the charge for his squad.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
Here's Maverick. 19 points in the game. That one is off. Oh, nice D from McCollum. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Shepard from outside the arc. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you gotta love the vision Jones brings.
That's a shot by Maverick, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Hawkins can't get it to go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Doncic outside from the arc. That one no good. Well, the Pelicans shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. McCollum pass to Hawkins. Top of the key. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Pass to Marshall. Doncic outside. Gafford with a screen on McCollum. And here's Doncic outside. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Hawkins. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
Here's Shepard, averaging around 5 points a game. No coverage that time. Hawkins has got 5 now. Here's Maverick. Lays it up and banks it in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
With 1 on the clock. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Dallas on top. They're up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back. It's making a change here.
D up on them.
Dallas leading by 4. On the court right now for Dallas. We've got Pascal Siakam. Najee Marshall is out there with Thompson. And it's Black in at the 1. Siakam, the pass to Maverick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Maverick's got 23.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
And the bucket is good.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Maverick, the pass to Thompson. Siakam looking it over. Here's Black. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Shot clock at 3. And here's Thompson for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Here's Maverick. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Hawkins, the pass to Ingram. Outside Jones. Back to Ingram. Here's Hawkins. He's got 10. Jones sends a screen. Unloads. A nice shot by Hawkins. Hawkins has got 12.
What a feeling for the young Hawkins, completely taken over this one.
On the take. And that one's good. Maverick. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Hawkins. 12 points for him. Jones from outside. Hits the three-pointer. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Siakam, left side. Pass to Maverick. Throws it up high. Here's Jones. Here's Hawkins. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The commitment and the effort is all there with Jordan Hawkins. He seems very intent on continuing to up his game.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Alvarado comes in for Hawkins. Here's Maverick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Maverick. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 5 rebounds tonight. McCollum's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
To the inside. It's Simmons with the jam.
Well, McCollum can do it all when you give him the keys.
Maverick, the pass to Powell. Here's Doncic. Rolls up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Maverick. He has 29 now. Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Misi. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Outside Simmons. Now Alvarado, guarded by Doncic. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's gotten himself on the board with a three there. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. And then Sunday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against the Suns, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one. But don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Siakam comes in for Marshall. Out to the wing. Alvarado outside. McCollum outside. Kept alive. Here's Misi. And Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. 6 to shoot. For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And how about we check the numbers for him?
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And New Orleans making a change here. Good on both. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's McCollum. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Gafford the screen with the drive. Maverick the pass to Gafford. And here's Doncic outside. Doncic delivers from range.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds the shot.
Pass to Misi. Now Jones. Shoots from 12. And there's McCollum on the assist from Jones. McCollum's got 10 points. Dallas has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Doncic outside. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter. McCollum outside. And the layup is good.
That's a nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maverick. McCollum defends. Siakam with a screen on McCollum. The shot by Maverick, no good. The Pelicans trail. McCollum outside. Another steal. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Gafford.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Mavericks on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog. Jeez.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have...
Thanks for tuning in.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the perimeter, they'll go with McCollum and Ingram. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Simmons in at the power forward position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous for the three-point line.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Now here's Ingram. Here's the pick for the tie. Sinks the tray. Ingram's got 8.
Well, you can't give a guy like Ingram a look like that from beyond the arc.
Now here's Doncic. Alvarado defending. The 3 ball. And it's Doncic missing. And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Ingram on the wing. Defended by Thompson. McCollum outside. And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, the Mavericks shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. 5th best, Dallas.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
And New Orleans making a change here. Jones is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Alvarado. And here's McCollum for the lead. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Yep, that one's good. Mavericks got 6 here in the quarter.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Now Ingram. Give him 8 points now. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Maverick. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Ingram against Siakam. Jones with a screen on Siakam. Ingram against Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Doncic. McCollum with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. Looking to end this cold spell. And he takes it up and lays it in. McCollum's got 14 points for the game.
An explosive sprint by McCollum, grabbing a steal and taking it all the way himself.
And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
For the lead. Mavericks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since. Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. The Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Maverick. Give him 39. Gafford up top. Pass to Doncic. Deflected. They get it back. Gafford passes to Maverick. Clock at 4. And here's Thompson for 3. Misi grabs the board. New Orleans is going just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Dallas on D. 6-point lead. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. There's McCollum with the 3.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And that one's good. Maverick.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pelicans trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Misi. And he dumps it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Maverick. 43 points in the game. I got a piece of it. Now the Pelicans in transition. And Ingram gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic on the wing. Here's Maverick, covered by Ingram. Yeah, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. And really strong at the line since the break.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Misi. He's got 5.
And that puts them just 1.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 7. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter. Dwight Powell out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Maverick in at the 2 guard.
That's a nice find by Ingram, getting it to the open man.
Here's Marshall. Out to the right wing. Here's Maverick. Pass to Marshall. 4 on the clock. Here's Maverick. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Jones has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Ingram, the pass to Hawkins. Back to Ingram. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter play. And that one's good. Maverick.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Hawkins. Offline with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
It's stolen away. Pass to Maverick. This one for 3. Oh, another one falls.
Yeah, only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list.
It's himself and James Harden. And from there, only Kobe, MJ, and Wilt are ahead of him. Wilt may be hard to track down, but he's got the others in his sights.
Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans. And Dallas also making a switch. Metu, he's checked in for Powell. Here's Maverick. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys, come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the line.
Pass to Maverick. Now here's Gafford. Doncic outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
And that one's good. Maverick.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Alvarado. Simmons with a screen on Doncic. Now here's Alvarado, guarded by Doncic. No luck on that one.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Outside Ingram. Siakam pulls down the board. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Maverick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got assist number 7 tonight. Ingram against Thompson. Here's McCollum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Well, even though he plays with a scorer's mindset, you can put McCollum in a playmaking role. He gives you options.
Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the 4th. Here's Maverick. Pass to Gafford. Doncic left side. Siakam outside. Up again. It's good on the putback. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the hustle from Doncic, a winning player?
Ingram with the ball. Simmons with a screen on Thompson. 10 feet away. The shot by Ingram, no good. The Mavericks lead by 8. Siakam finds Doncic. Here's Maverick. From down in the low post, it goes. Mavericks got 56 in the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this thing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Dallas with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Doncic. Siakam a screen. The shot by Maverick, no good. Pelicans trail by 10. And here's Ingram. McCollum outside. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half. Mavericks shooting 55% since the start of the 4th. Doncic passes to Maverick. Kicks it to Doncic. Out left to the wing. Here's Maverick. And it's rejected. And they'll get another chance. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Here's Ingram. McCollum right side. Shoots from the right block. Offensive rebound. Ingram finds McCollum. Gafford with the block. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Dallas with it. They've led by as much as 10. Gafford the screen. Here's Maverick. Knocks down the long J. Mavericks got 59 points. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what...
Hey, yo, bad play.
what I'm talking about. Wins pay the bills, baby.